Hey guys, what's up? Migan. Haven't done a motivational video in a long time, so I figured I'll show you guys this thing here that I'm working on. In case you're new to the channel, you don't know my philosophy yet on progress and development. Let me make it real quick. Sorry, my camera keeps moving. I always emphasize um, the three aspects of Team 3D: dominance, discipline, direction. Always dominance, as in being number one at whatever position you're in and playing with the hand you were dealt. And I always tell people, even if you're a point guard, be the best point guard that ever lived. If you second place, which I hope you're not, but even if you are, be the best second place, you know, that ever was. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there will always be somebody with better genetics, better circumstances, better whatever than you, but there will always only be one person that is exactly just like you, and that's only you. So that's why I really believe in dominance, being the best that you can be. Dominance not meaning being better than other people, but being the best that you can be. And I go on to say discipline, having a routine that you consistently follow. When I say discipline, the first thing that comes to my mind is consistency, consistency, consistency. And I always compare it to people in the military. They're really disciplined. And when you give them a task, you know that it's gonna get done. You know they're reliable because they've been through routines, they've been through practice makes perfect. And I was compared to a knife. A dull knife is still gonna cut a piece of meat, but how efficiently is he gonna do it? It's gonna take a lot longer. It's gonna be a lot harder. Well, whereas a sharp knife is gonna get through it really quick. That's the difference between a disciplined person and an undisciplined person. You give a workout routine or a set of instructions on how to become better to a disciplined person, you could be guaranteed they're gonna make you look good because they're gonna get it done. They're gonna go through exactly what you told them to do. You give that to a person that's less disciplined. If your routine was supposed to see results in 3 weeks, they might get the results in 6 weeks or 7 weeks. So they're gonna make you look bad. The only difference is that even though the disciplined and the undisciplined person will still get the job done, one will do it more efficiently and a lot quicker. And so I believe people should be disciplined this way. No matter what their goals, it's gonna be achievable. Um, excuse me. And yeah, hello. Yo, what's good? I'm making a video right now, man. What you up to? By the way, guys, this is Benoit Smith. Unless you, if you're not subscribed to his channel yet, it's Benoit Gets Buff. This motherfucker changed his name and shit. I'm gonna put the link in it. I'm gonna put the link in the description since you wanna call in the middle of a video and shit. It was good, man. What do you mean you can't reach me, man? Look. Let me let me call you right back, cause before I get like 30 dislikes on this video, I'm gonna call you right back. Look out for it too, man. It's gonna be a good video. All right, bitch ass. All right, yeah, but no, I guess, but really cool guy. But anyway, fuck, where was I? Thought it was an emergency. That's what I picked up. Scrotum ass nigga. What was I saying, man? Damn, Benoit, I got bad memory. Hold on, let me see if I wrote it down. Oh yeah, so I was saying, yeah, discipline, blah blah blah. Work on having a consistent daily routine, something that you follow every day. It's gonna build discipline. But anyway, the last aspect of T3D was direction. Now I already told you guys, if you're a long-time subscriber, you could be dominant. You can have all the discipline in the world, but if you have no direction, no vision, you don't know where you're going, you're like a Mustang with no steering wheel. You're like a lion with no mane, you're a bird with no wings. You're great and all, but you ain't gonna go anywhere. And that's why I really believe that everyone should have a big picture goal. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? You gotta know where you're going. It's so important. Otherwise, everything else is wasted and meaningless. But anyway, moving along. I came up with this set of questions that I believe that if anyone asked themselves that question and could find the answers to that question, it'll help them not only get their motivation back. Camera, you drop one more time. Thought so. Alright, I felt that. There you go. Yeah, so these are questions that I saw myself. And that's why I came up with them, because I was always telling myself, look, because believe it or not, it happens to people. Sometimes you get up with no motivation. Sometimes you run out of inspiration. And you have to find ways psych yourself back up. And as I came up with these questions, I'm going to ask you guys, write it down, pull out a notepad, you can pause the video, like it by the way, pause it, get a piece of paper or open a Word file and write the questions down and make it your job to come up with these answers. If you can answer all these questions, you are one step away from knowing what your purpose is or what direction your life should head in. Like I said, if I have to pick one of the 3Ds in Team 3D, the most important is the last one, direction. Alright, so here's some questions. It'll help you know more about yourself, because I believe that a lot of people suffer from a lack of identity. The reason why a lot of people don't know where they're going is because they don't know who they are. They don't know where they're coming from, If you wake up in the middle of the road and you lost your memory, you won't know where you're going. Why? Because you won't know where you're coming from. But if you know you're coming from the hospital, then you might know, okay, I'm going home. If you know you're coming from a party, you might know I'm going here. Not knowing where you're from will hinder you from knowing where you're going. And that's where knowing your identity comes in, because when you know your identity, you know where you're from, and then you know where you're going. It's like a long chain. So anyway, first question I believe you should write down. Like I said, write down the questions. Later on, I'll tell you, based on the answers, what your purpose is and what you should be an expert at. Another thing that I really believe in is the fact that everyone should become an expert at the obsession. I'm really big on that. Whatever your passion is, whatever your obsession is, that's where the fuel will never run out. That's where you'll always have endless motivation. So that is where you need to plant yourself in order to grow. And I also always compare humans to seeds. You put a seed in the right soil, it grows. You put it in the wrong soil, it stays the way it is. Same thing with us. If you haven't changed in a long time, in the last 3 months you're still the fucking same, it means you're in the wrong soil. And the soil I'm referring to is not an earthly location. It's not like a physical location. It's, like I said, a surrounding, an atmosphere, which is what your passion is. For example, a music artist, someone who loves music, should be in an atmosphere where he's surrounded by not only musicians and artists, but people that he's in a place where he can actually show his potential. That's where he'll grow. Someone who likes sports, who likes basketball, should always be in an atmosphere where he has the ability and opportunity to show his basketball skills. That's what I mean by finding the right soul. All right. I don't care how long this video is going to be, so it might be long before I'm trying to help people. All right. Number one question. Find out. Write down, where are you celebrated the most? That's one thing you should know. Where are you celebrated the most? A wise man once said, always go where you are celebrated. Always go where you are celebrated, not where you are needed. Right? Because people that need you usually won't be grateful for you. People that celebrate you will actually have seen your worth and are ready to reward you for it. So, where are you celebrated the most? That's question number one. You can answer the question later on, right? And just write the questions. Question number two. And by the way, in case you don't know what question number one means, it simply means in your life, where is it at when you go? People see your worth. People always reward you. People always say congratulations. People actually reward you and see your worth. That's what I'm referring to. Number two, what is your greatest talent? That's basic and simple. What is your greatest talent? You must only answer one answer, not two, not three. Because another thing I really believe in is the law of focus, eliminating rivals, focusing on one thing at a time. The best way to eliminate someone that has a goal is to give him a second goal, because that's going to distract them and he's not going to get any of the goals done. So anyway, pick just one. What is your greatest talent? Number two, ask yourself, what can you not forgive? And I'll tell you later on why I'm asking you these questions. Write down, what can you not forgive? What is one thing, see yourself as a very forgiving person, very nice person, but what is one thing, and if it is done to you or done to someone else, you would never forgive? Write that down, because that's going to be a hint to showing you what really unleashes your anger, when I'm going to get to that later. Anger is really, really important in unleashing your full potential. That sounds so much like Dragon Ball Z, right? But yeah. Anyway, where do you want to be right now? If there was one place that you could be right now, where would it be? Where do you really want to be right now? Write that down. Next, what do you wish you had right now? What is one thing that you wish you had? What is one thing you wish you had? It has to be only one thing. Next, what do you want to be known for? When you die, and like I said in one video, when they put a tombstone and they put your name, here lies so and so. What do you want to be known for? Next, what do you have the most knowledge on? What are you the most knowledgeable about? Me, by the way, I keep looking at the question because I have them on an Excel file where I could just type the question, and every day I read that when I wake up, and I try to see if the answers are still the same. It helps me find focus and direction. But anyway, what did I just say? What do you have the most knowledge on? What what is it that you know you just, I don't know how to explain it. You have the most knowledge on. Pretty simple. I don't have to explain that. What do you have the most knowledge on? It could be a science, it could be an art, it could be whatever, it could be bodybuilding, anything. Next, what event will give you peace? Meaning, what is it? Name something that once it happens to you, you'd finally have true peace. Well, you'd be like, you know what? I'm happy with myself. I don't want anything to change. This is all I ever wanted. What event? It could be a reconciliation. It could be anything. Just think. Be honest with yourself. Where is the favor in your life? Meaning, where is I always tell people to always follow open doors instead of trying to open closed doors. Because once you keep following open doors, you'll build enough momentum, and you eventually might find a key that will open a locked door, as opposed to a person that keeps trying to spend days and months trying to open one closed door when so many doors are open. So I always tell people in life, always go for where it's easiest. Always find the easy way out until you build enough momentum to come back and smash the closed door. Especially for people that are just trying to get back in, get back on track. So yeah, think, where's the favor in your life? Where do you think you're the most lucky? In what area of life? Is it, I don't, it could be anything. Where is the favor in your life? What is one thing that is just something magical about? Some people just, for example, even on YouTube, some people just have a magical talent for YouTube. That's where the favor is. They might suck in class, suck in school, suck in their social lives, but on YouTube they're geniuses. That's what I mean by where is the favor in your life. Write that down. What is your greatest obsession? I mentioned that before. Write this down. Only one obsession. What is the one thing that you think about when you go to bed and you think about when you wake up? Your greatest obsession. Write that down. Um, if there's one thing you wish you had, what is it? What do you wish you had growing up? When you were growing up, what do you wish you had? A father, mother, brother, whatever. Write that down. I'll tell you why I'm asking you this. Next, when I say write it down, I don't mean on the comments. I don't mean your personal life for sure. I mean on your own personal piece of paper. I don't want to open my comments to see, I can't forgive this. I wish I had that. No, that's for you. It's your own answers. It's very personal. Number next one. Name three of your biggest passions. Three, just three of your biggest passions. Um, Next one is whose tears do you cry? That's one question um that will tell you a lot about yourself. Whose tears do you cry? Meaning, whose pain do you feel? A lot of people really feel the pain of starving children or of handicapped people, whatever. Even as a man, let's be honest, whose tears do you cry? What is it that when you see on TV, you're like, God, man, I wish I could change that. You know what I'm saying? Write that down. That gives you a hint as to who you on this earth to serve, because I always believe that, like I said, we all on this earth to serve something, a group of people or whatever. Uh, what are three things, and by the way, in case you're wondering, some of my answers, whose tears do I cry? Who do I really feel for? I said it before and I said it again, nerds. Uh, People that have no social skills, people that are lonely, that are depressed all the time, and that feel like they're outcasts and that they don't belong in this world. For some reason, I have a heart for those people. Don't ask me why. I don't fucking know. It's people that I love to help because I feel like there's so much potential hidden inside of them, and that their humble attitude just reveals the diamond that's within them. And I just wish someone would make them look inward, not to see their imperfections, but to see what's special about them. So I set out to try to be that person. But anyway, work and making. Next, what are three things you will know the most? This one is really good. What are three things you will know the most in a room of 20 people? If I put you in a room with 20 other people, what are three things that you know that you will know the most as compared to the 20 people? So if I put you in a room with 20 people and I tell you, okay, it's like a gamble. Write down three things that you know that no one in this room knows more than you. What would those three things be? Next, in a room of 5 people, what are three things that you will know more than 5 people around you? In a room next, write down the same question. In a room of 2 people, if it's you and 2 other people, meaning it's really three, but in you and 2 other people, what are three things that you have the most knowledge on in that room? Now, in a room where just you and another person. So if I pick a random one person from the planet, anywhere, it could be from China, India, South Africa, Iceland, just one random person, I put them in a room next to you. what are three things that you know for sure you will know more than that person? If I pick a random person, write that down. Um, Now, after you write down the answer to that question I just asked, when you're doing the answers later, out of the three things that are just that you just answered, the three things that you know more than the one person in the room with you. Out of those three things, what is the one thing that you know the most of? So let's say in a room of you and somebody else, you know about dinosaurs, birds, and fucking elephants, right? I'm just random shit. Out of those three things, which ones do you know the most? Write that down. Um, Now, the next question is really basic, but I'll tell you later on why. What is an animal that you would want to be reincarnated as? What is your favorite animal? If you were to die today and I tell you, hey, you come back as an animal, what animal would that be? That would tell you something about the qualities that inspire you. If you say lion, obviously you have a heart for bravery and things like that. Next, I gotta hurry because the video is getting too long. What is your favorite element? Earth, wind, fire, water. That tells you a lot about your personality also. Me, I like earth, and I guess it's a sign of sturdiness. I'm solid. I don't change. Even if I'm stubborn, I'm always the same. I hate change. That's why I like earth. Wind is flexible. Fire, does all these things. Water goes into ice, whatever. Earth is always ugly and rock hard and solid. I love things that don't change. Next, what is your ancient weapon of choice? That tells you a lot about your personality. Before guns were invented, do you like bows, axes, swords? What is your favorite weapon? That also tells you a lot about your personality that you don't know yet. But like I said, I get into that. Um, Mace and axe, like coincidentally, right? Solid sturdiness. Anything that's heavy, it could be an axe, it could be like a fucking, a hammer or whatever. Um, Next, what is your uh if you were at war, what are modern warfare? What do you prefer? Close range weapons, long range weapons? Pick one. Next one is also tells you about the way you tackle life. If you pick close range weapons, you like me pretty much. That's what I pick. I like shotguns, close range, tackling fear head on. I hate standing in the back with a sniper rifle. But if that's you, then I'm not knocking you. It's just some people have different ways of, and each way has its own benefits. So don't worry. All right. And next, who is your favorite? Who is your favorite video game character of all time? That tells you a big thing about yourself. We live in an age where everybody plays video games, right? Out of all the games you played, who's your favorite character? Write that down, and look at the qualities of that character and see what you and that character have in common. Me, it's obviously fucking Kratos. You know what I'm saying? It's funny when I wrote that down. I was like, damn, I answered that pretty quickly, and I was like, damn, I like Kratos this much. And I understand why. I looked at the qualities of Kratos, and we have a lot in common. And I wrote down some of the qualities. Anger. I have a lot of anger, believe it or not. Just that's why I goof around so much. I try to keep it under control. Strength, vengeance. Like I said, I'm a really spiteful dude. I gotta try to get rid of that. But war. I love warfare. Uh, Unchanging. Like I said, ruthlessness. I'm pretty ruthless. If you become my enemy, in a position you don't want to be in. And anyway, enough about me. Next is the answer. Once you have all these questions down, I want you to look at the answers, right? Look at all the answers and look for the secret, which is the reoccurring theme. What is the common thread? What is the one thing that you notice has been mentioned more than anything else? Out of everything I just asked you, what is the one thing that you notice is being repeated over and over and over and over again? Boom. That right there is your obsession. That right there is what you should master in. That right there is what you should be remembered as. If you were to die today, in your tombstone, you should be remembered as so and so is the god of so and so. Hope this helps. I want to make a part two because this is too long. Team 3D.